Tao Mine, located in the southwest of Hue, was a strategically important position during the Vietnam War, not only for the Army of the Republic of Vietnam, ARVN, but also for the People's Army of Vietnam, PAVN. It became a hotspot in the 1974 battle when the PAVN sought to expand their offensive into Hue, while the ARVN also aimed to strengthen its defense. The La Sun Tao Mine campaign, launched on January 28, 1974, aimed to cut off the ARVN's strategic supply lines and set the stage for the Hue Da Nang campaign the following year. The PAVN mobilized the 324th Division, the 2nd Corps, along with local forces to participate in the operation. Meanwhile, the ARVN fortified the area with defensive works and barbed wire. The battle was fierce and lasted for a month. Although the ARVN reinforced the area with air support, artillery, and tanks, the PAVN conducted surprise attacks, capturing many key points and weakening the resistance of the ARVN forces. As a result, by the end of May 1974, the PAVN had seized the Tao Mine, breaking the ARVN's defense lines and marking a turning point in the campaign to liberate the South. The Tao Mine became not only a battleground but also a symbol of the sacrifices and resilient spirit of the soldiers in the fight to liberate the country. Tao Mine, located in the southwest of Hue, was a strategically important position during the Vietnam War, not only for the Army of the Republic of Vietnam, ARVN, but also for the People's Army of Vietnam, PAVN. It became a hotspot in the 1974 battle when the PAVN sought to expand their offensive into Hue, while the ARVN also aimed to strengthen its defense. The La Sun Tao Mine campaign, launched on January 28, 1974, aimed to cut off the ARVN's strategic supply lines and set the stage for the Hue Da Nang campaign the following year. The PAVN mobilized the 324th Division, the 2nd Corps, along with local forces to participate in the operation. Meanwhile, the ARVN fortified the area with defensive works and barbed wire. The battle was fierce and lasted for a month. The ARVN deployed strong forces, including air support, artillery, and tanks, to defend the Tao Mine. However, the PAVN was well prepared and launched surprise attacks. Particularly, the 324th Division's regiments simultaneously attacked the ARVN-held high points. Intense battles ensued, with initial victories for the PN, as most of the targets on the high ground were captured. Despite facing strong counterattacks from the ARVN, the PN held their ground on strategic positions. Finally, by the end of May 1974, after attacks, the Tao Mine completely fell into the hands of the PAVN, breaking one of the ARVN's most important defense lines in the southwest of Hue. This victory not only weakened the enemy's defense system, but also paved the way for subsequent operations, contributing to preparations for the victory in the 1975 Ho Chi Minh campaign. The Tao Mine, with its strategic importance, became a strong defensive outpost for the Army of the Republic of Vietnam during the Vietnam War. To protect this area, the ARVN built a solid system of fortifications, turning Tao Mine into an impregnable base. The ARVN's defense at Tao Mine included multiple layers of defense, from barbed wire fences to trenches filled with claymore mines, grenades, and flares covering all directions, making any attacking force face a highly complex and dangerous defense system. In addition to ground fortifications, the ARVN also converted Tao Mine into an area with a network of tunnels, trenches, and enclosed fortifications to ensure the safety of soldiers throughout the battle. In the southeast, the ARVN cleared the forest to build a makeshift airfield to bomb tunnels and provide supplies to the defensive forces. Nearby high points, such as 2011, 136, and 139 in the southwest and the Blackstone Ridge in the north, were also occupied to create a multi-layered defense and encircle the Tao Mine from multiple directions. While the ARVN established a solid defense, the PAN carefully prepared to break this system. The 2nd Corps Command, along with division commanders, directly led the campaign, identifying Tao Mine as a strategic target to be captured at all costs. Special reconnaissance units, commandos, and local forces worked closely together, preparing precise attack tactics to break the ARVN's lines and set the stage for the later Da Nang campaign. Despite the ARVN's thorough preparation for defense, the PAVN's resilience and surprise tactics ultimately won them the decisive victory at Tao Mine. Thorough preparation in tactics and manpower, On January 28, 1974, the PAVN launched the decisive attack on Tau Mine. Despite the ARVN's reinforcement of forces and bolstering of defenses with elite units like the 1st Division and mobile forces, the PAVN had well-crafted tactics and preparations to counter the ARVN's defensive lines. From the outset, the PAVN carried out coordinated attacks, focusing artillery and air support on key ARVN positions, weakening their defense capability. The regiments of the 324th Division, supported by local units, attacked high points and defensive positions of the ARVN, clearing the way for subsequent attacks. The battle was fierce from the first hours, with the PAVN executing direct assaults and flanking tactics, catching the ARVN off guard. After heavy artillery bombardment, the 1st and 2nd Regiments of the 324th Division simultaneously attacked the ARVN-held high points. Within hours, the PAN achieved initial victories, capturing many critical points. The 1st Regiment fiercely attacked the ARVN's positions on the high mountains, while the 2nd Regiment launched attacks on key points along Route 14. Initial results were promising, as the ARVN suffered heavy losses, with 2 ARVN battalions wiped out and a local battalion collapsing. However, the surprise attack forced ARVN Corps Commander No Kwang Trung to react swiftly. He deployed 3 ARVN battalions supported by air, artillery, and tanks to counterattack the positions recently captured by the PAVN. Despite facing fierce counterattacks, the PAVN did not retreat and maintained the offensive. PAVN units blocked the ARVN's counterattacks, securing the strategic positions they had just seized. In the following days, the battle intensified. The PAVN continued to pressure the ARVN, preventing the regrouping. Fierce fighting continued, especially at key high points like Tau Mine, New Bong, and New Nge. Despite the ARVN deploying reinforcements and additional mobile forces from Da Nang, their counterattacks were decisively blocked by the PAVN. On the night of May 26, 1974, the PAVN launched a final decisive attack. By then, continuous attacks had weakened the ARVN's combat strength, preventing them from organizing effective counterattacks. The 1st Regiment of the 324th Division, with artillery support and commando units, launched a direct assault on Tau Mine's defensive center. Using flanking and surprise tactics, the PAN captured critical areas of Tau Mine. The 3rd Battalion of the PAN, led by Captain Ha Quang Ding, attacked the eastern flank of Tau Mine's base. They secretly crossed a small stream, approached the ARVN positions from the southwest, and attacked the center of the base at dawn. With artillery support, the PAVN quickly destroyed the defensive works, blowing up the strong points atop Tau Mine's high ground. Engineer units, carrying B-40 rifles, grenades, and light weapons, launched a direct attack on the ARVN's defensive posts, catching them off guard. Finally, at 10:30 a.m. on May 28, 1974, the PAN flag flew atop Tau Mine, marking the decisive victory of the PAVN in the region. This was a significant victory in the La Sun Tau Mine campaign, breaking the ARVN's defense line and opening up great opportunities for the PAVN in subsequent operations. Despite the PAN's success, it came at the cost of numerous sacrifices. Both sides suffered heavy losses, but the PAN's sacrifices, especially during the intense days of assault on Tau Mine, cannot be denied. The PAVN mobilized a large force, including the 324th Division and many local units for the operation. However, deploying military forces on such difficult terrain, with treacherous landscapes and the ARVN's strong defenses, made casualties inevitable. Although the PAVN's tactics were successful, capturing key points and pushing back the ARVN, thousands of PAVN soldiers fell in battle. According to battlefield reports, the 3rd Battalion of the 324th Division lost more than 30% of its troops, with about 150 soldiers falling during the Tau Mine battle. These sacrifices added value to the victory, but were also a great sorrow for the families of the fallen soldiers. The ARVN also faced heavy losses. Despite strong support from air and artillery forces, the ARVN's defenses were overwhelmed by the PAVN's determined attacks, and they were unable to respond in time. After the PAVN's surprise attacks, over 2,500 ARVN soldiers were removed from combat. The ARVN not only suffered casualties, but also lost thousands of rifles and significant military equipment. Around 587 ARVN soldiers were captured, and a large amount of weapons and ammunition were destroyed or seized. The fall of Tau Mine was a significant blow to the ARVN's defense strategy, severely weakening their ability to continue resisting in the southwest of Hue. However, the PVN's victory at Tau Mine was not only a military victory, but also a moral one. The sacrifices of the soldiers at Tau Mine became part of the heroic history, etched in the hearts of the soldiers and the people of Vietnam. Those comrades who lost their lives in this battle are remembered not only for their bravery, but also for contributing to the victory of the entire nation. Although the victory at Tau Mine helped break the ARVN's defensive line, the PAVN had to face significant costs in terms of manpower and resources. These losses not only caused pain for the families of the soldiers, but also created a heavy burden for the military units in maintaining morale and combat effectiveness. However, it was these sacrifices that contributed to the strategic turning point in the war, creating an important step toward the final victory in the 1975 Ho Chi Minh campaign. Despite the importance of the victory at Tau Mine, it also clearly reflected the determination and resilience of the PA Men in. Both the military and the people paid a heavy price for freedom, and these sacrifices will forever be an inseparable part of the struggle for independence and liberty. The victory at Tau Mine was not only an important milestone in the resistance war, but also a testament to the strength of will and the determination to overcome all difficulties and challenges by the PAVN. The victory at Tau Mine was not only a significant military milestone for the PAVN, but also an indelible spiritual legacy in the hearts of the Vietnamese people. Tau Mine became a symbol of sacrifice, determination, and the indomitable spirit of the soldiers who fought until their last breath to protect national independence. The price that the PAN paid for this victory, with thousands of lives and countless other sacrifices, created an invaluable legacy etched into the history of the nation. After the PAVN's victory at Tau Mine, it became an integral part of the story of the heroic sacrifice of the soldiers in the fight against U.S. imperialism. The image of the PAVN flag flying atop Tau Mine was not only a military victory, but also a historic milestone, paving the way for subsequent victories and contributing to the ultimate success in the spring of 1975. The legacy of Tau Mine is also a testament to the brilliance of the PAVN's military strategy, with powerful, surprise, and determined tactics that broke through the enemy's defense lines. Additionally, Tau Mine became a place of remembrance for the soldiers who sacrificed their lives in the La Sun Tau Mine campaign. Every year on May 28th, people from Hung Thuy and surrounding areas still hold memorial services to honor the heroes who fell on this battlefield. The stories of the sacrifices of the soldiers, of those who gave their youth and blood for the cause of national liberation, are passed down from generation to generation, becoming a source of pride not only for the military, but also for the entire Vietnamese people. The legacy of Tau Mine is not only found in military victories, but also in the minds and hearts of the Vietnamese people. It serves as an inspiration and motivation for future generations to continue promoting the spirit of struggle for independence, freedom, and building a strong nation. The Battle of Tau Mine taught us lessons about sacrifice, courage, and the spirit of fighting without retreat, enriching the heroic legacy of the Vietnamese people in the struggle to regain independence and freedom.